Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Zach and JR here with Extreme Outfitters, and we've got the new Primes in.
Yep.
So today we're talking about the new Prime, the RVX 32.
Correct.
So this is brand new for 2024. This is their 32-inch ATA bow. They come in a variety of overall axle lengths, but we're talking specifically about their 32-inch bow. So I have a RevX 2, which incredible shooting bow. This is the updated version of it.
Yes.
So what do we call it? They redesigned the riser?
Yep, redesigned it. So what they did is they added an option to put the integrate for your wrist and also machined out for that Picatinny mount on the front.
So again, going with like majority of the brands, everything nice and in line,
yep,
which is going to create a nice stable platform.
Correct.
32-inch bow, very popular ATA for us. And if you know anything about the Prime bows, they've got an incredibly smooth draw cycle. So they've got their core cam on this thing with, you adjust the draw length based off mods.
Correct. Yep, so everything is controlled by the mod for your draw length. If you want different poundage limbs, that's all controlled by the limbs.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about these mods is you can change the let off from 75, I think, up to 85%. So, which is cool. So if you want to adjust the holding weight on the bow, you can absolutely do that within the mod.
Yep.
So very nice. From there, we look at like we said, the riser is pretty much the same riser as last year with those couple little upgrades. But as far as specs go, this is, again, their 32-inch bow. We got a brace height of 6 1/4 inches. I'm reading this over. I haven't memorized all of it because we've got so many bows.
There's so many bows.
So many bows. Draw length on this bow goes from 26 to 30 inches. IBO on this bow is 340.
That's pretty good.
We'll see what it's actually doing, but yeah, majority of the bows I think this year are coming right around that 340.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
Speed, so we'll see what it is. And this bow comes in overall weight, bare stripped down just to the riser and the basics of the bow is coming in at right at 4.4 pounds, which is great. So aluminum bow right at that, sub 4.5 pounds. I think pretty competitive with majority of the other bows.
It's right on par with everybody else. So.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
They've stuck with their centerline grip. So if you know anything about Prime, the cool thing about their grip is the nanotechnology within it. So when the riser and everything gets cold, the grip itself does not.
Yep. So it's actually, if you've never seen anything or known anything about it, it's actually aerospace gel that they put inside this grip. So that way it's stuff that they put in astronaut suits. Helps keep them warm. Pretty cool.
So I don't know if you can buy that at Walmart or not, but they're in the Prime grip. So pretty cool feature, I think.
It's awesome.
And I'm a huge fan of the grip anyways. I like the low profile feel of it, how it's squared off. It's not round. It fits in the hand really, really well.
Yeah, it indexes phenomenally well for me, I feel.
Very consistent, I think. So very awesome. Again, clean looking bow. They've got some new color options too.
They do.
What was the one we were talking about?
Stealth gray.
It's Recon Gray.
Recon Gray, that's it.
Recon Gray, super cool looking. And do they have a fade?
Yes, so they are reintroducing their fade option. It's going to be actually with the camo colors where you can actually fade it out. So it's
kind of cool looking.
Pretty
different.
Pretty dope.
It's pretty neat. So very cool. I think Prime's going to have a good bow this year. We haven't even shot these yet. Like, we've got so many bows going through. This is going to actually be our first time shooting them.
Yep.
So JR's gone ahead and set this thing up. We're going to run it with their drop away rest. So this is Prime's Epsilon.
Yes.
So we get it directly through Prime. So it fits in nice and snug on the riser. And this is actually their quiver too. It's a tight spot quiver branded by Prime. And we were talking about what's cool is how it mounts to the riser itself.
It's mounting to the back of the riser. And within that, it's got it's an internal clamp. So if you're to loosen that screw, you can actually adjust your angle and how it sits and how far out it sits on that. So it's pretty innovative right there.
Pretty cool features on it. And it pairs great with that shift lock technology that Tight Spot has to really adjust the overall length of the quiver to accommodate your arrow length. So great system. So we're going to do what we typically do. We're going to shoot this at 2 draw lengths. We're going to shoot at 28 inches and 30 inches. So we're going to max it out. We're going to shoot 3 different arrows through it. We're going to shoot a 530 grain, a 450 grain arrow, and then an IBO 350 grain arrow at those 2 draw lengths. And again, this is a 70-pound bow. So we're going to go ahead and pull this thing down. We're going to head over the range. We're going to grab the chronograph, get some numbers on it, make sure it's set at 70 pounds, and see how it performs. So follow us over to the range and we'll get this thing shooting. All right, guys, so we're on the range, and we're going to go ahead and get the weight of this bow. Remember, we do have our Epsilon quiver, or not quiver, rest on this thing. So this bow is supposed to be right at 4.4 pounds.
I'm going to say probably 4.8.
4.9 pounds, so with the rest on there. So that's on the money.
Yeah.
So this thing's coming in right at what they specify.
Sweet.
So that's solid. So
See what she's pulling.
let's see what this thing's drawing. All the bows this year have come in hot, it seems like.
They have, except for a handful.
Well,
One
we're
or
about to
two.
see.
Not a handful, one or two have been pretty much on the money.
73 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hot. We're going to turn this one down real quick. We'll take a, what do you think, quarter turn out?
I'm going to take a half a turn.
Take a half. Take a half out.
12.
12. So JR made it very clear for us today that a dozen is 12. So in case you guys were wondering, we've got JR here to quickly fill you in. Numbers.
Got the knowledges.
Got all the knowledge. Joey appreciated that.
Welcome to Sesame Street.
71.4. Take another quarter out.
I should have done half.
Would you do a quarter?
Yeah.
You were right.
But watch, not going to be too much. I'm going to get this thing perfect to 70. We'll be here all day.
Good luck. We'll get it close.
I think it's be good right there. My spidey sense is tingling.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Spidey senses are tingling.
Those words.
I looked at.
70.7, holding 10 pounds.
Are we gonna keep it there?
Yes, that's perfect. So let's see. So right out of the gate, though, I like the riser a lot.
Oh yeah, they're
Super clean
sharp.
looking. Prime does a great job. I mean, Prime always does a really good job on the finishes, for one.
They are one of the best ones, I think, for finishes.
I do too, especially their camo patterns. I mean, you cannot tell.
Can't see seams. You can't
There's
see
no
anything.
seams, none of it.
Yep.
So super clean looking. So
Another really nice feature with them is you get free strings every 2 years.
This is true.
As long as you own that bow, you get free strings every 2 years.
Yeah, you register it every 2 years. It's their Shield warranty program that they've got. So
Phenomenal. Only company that does that.
it is too. And one of the things we didn't hit on too is tuning these bows. So they have their shims as well. So the cool thing about Prime is you do not have to bust the axles out again to shim the bows. So it's great. You can punch out their shim system with the tool and shim the cam left or right based off of the tear that you get. And we found that, again, setting these bows right at 13/16 out of the riser, if the bows tune money. I know when we set up that RevX 2 for me, I think we got it tuned in like 2 or 3 shots we had to shim it over, I believe, to the left to accommodate that tear, and then it was money.
Yeah.
So same thing with these bows. The shim system is great on these. So let's see what this bow's shooting. This is the 530 grain arrow
Yes, sir.
at 70 pounds, 28 inches. So
Is it?
the bow is incredibly smooth.
Yep. You want to aim right there? 254.
254, 28 inches, 530 grains.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I can tell you, if you're looking for a bow that's really smooth, I mean, all the bows, I don't think there's really a rough draw cycle on
No,
any
there's
of them.
not.
They all draw really, really smooth, but this is consistent all the way back. But one of the things I did notice is, if you look, so you get into it, you kind of gotta.
It's got a very forgiving valley on it.
It does, yeah. So
It kind of sits there a little bit.
it is. It's not bad. You can relax. You could relax a little bit on this bow.
Yeah.
And you do have to give it a little push at 85% to get it to go back down. But I mean, it's not bad. Like I said, when you get into this thing,
Very solid back wall.
soup it, and it is rock solid.
Yep. Right there's good.
273.
And that thing is quiet. That sounds really, really quiet.
It does, especially considering we're inside with the walls, the echo, and everything. The shot feels really good too. Once the bow goes off, there's not a lot of feedback or vibration in it.
Yeah.
So that was 273 feet per second with the 450 grain arrow. So let's see what this 350 grain arrow does. Yeah, you could shoot this bow all day. Shoots really, really well.
Yep, weather's good. 305.
That's great.
That's actually one of the faster ones with that IBO arrow.
It is.
To be honest.
That's awesome. Shoots really, really good. I mean, I was a huge fan of the RevX last year. They made a couple upgrades on the riser, which to me is awesome. I just now started, first time I've really ever messed with a Picatinny sight, and I really, really do like it. It gets everything off the bow.
Yeah.
So which is a great feature on this. And again, this bow just shoots really, really well. It's comfortable to shoot. The draw cycle is really consistent. You can relax a little bit on the back wall with that 85%. So yeah, if you're a hunter, I mean, this 32-inch bow shoots great, feels great.
Yep.
And you can't beat the overall look of the Prime bows.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So let's go ahead now. We're gonna put it at 30 inches and see what these arrows are doing for JR at that 30-inch draw length, 70 pounds. So give us 1 second while we
Change it out.
change it over.
All right, guys, we are back. We got it changed up to 30 inches. Let's go do some testing.
So this is the max draw length for this bow.
Correct, this is
So
max.
you're gonna get everything you could possibly get out of this bow.
And more.
30-inch draw length.
All right, got our handy dandy hand scale. Like that.
Good one.
Yeah, that's super smooth.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Kind of
it's
ridiculous.
got a little bit where it hangs up right there in the valley, but yeah, it's actually not bad.
Not at all.
69.1, holding 8.3.
We're right there. Yep.
So-
70 pounds.
Thank you. All right. It's weird how it feels like the riser, like it's just like an optical illusion where the riser's coming up, but everything's coming back.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's wild.
It just messed with my eyes there.
Yeah, it's wild looking.
It's trippy.
But I mean, even when you look at it from the rear, all the twists and stuff in the riser.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 530 grain arrow. Yeah, that thing is all day.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that thing is
Super quiet.
it's quiet.
Super quiet.
A little bit of hand shock, just smidge, but not bad. We got 266 there. Kind of right on par with everything else, it feels like.
Yep. The bows this year have been good, man.
Yeah. It's hard to choose one to shoot.
Funny, we were just talking to a customer, and he's looking at all the bows, and I mean, it's
Yeah, he was shooting them all too, and he's like, there's no clear winner for him, is what he said.
not. It's tough, man. I mean, they all have got something special or unique that they offer.
Yep. Sure do. All right, here is the 450 grain arrow. Yeah.
That's good.
It seems to hold really well too.
287.
It feels very stable in the hand.
It does. It's definitely a very forgiving feeling platform. It doesn't, like when you look up, when you're at full draw and you look up at the cam and the string, I mean, it's
Yeah, everything's lined up good.
like easily.
Yep.
You don't got to fight it. Doesn't feel like it's rolling.
Yep. All right, here we go. Here's the IBO test.
So 350 grains, 30 inches, 70 pounds.
Yeah, that back wall's
Yeah.
money.
Yep. You're good.
320.
320,
It was what, 340?
340. 340 is IBO. So we got it hit 320.
Yeah.
So great shooting bow.
Yeah.
The shooting experience on the Prime itself is incredible.
Yeah, it's a great shooting bow.
I mean, and the cool thing too with their new accessories that they've got, well, they're Epsilon specific to the bow. I mean, very nice inline. They've got the tight spot quiver that's branded as theirs that mounts to the rear of the riser, which is pretty unique. It's very cool. And then overall, I mean, just a good shooting experience. Very good feeling bow from beginning to end. The draw cycle, the release, minimal hand shock within the bow. It's got the cool nano grip with their center grip technology. Everything's centered on that bow. So very, very stable platform.
All around, it's a great bow.
It is. So we've got all the new Primes in stock. We'll be shooting videos on all the other ones as well. But if you're interested in shooting a Prime, come by the shop, check them out. These are available, and I think 40 all the way up to 80 pounds.
Correct.
So a lot of options, a lot of cool color options. just an overall great bow. So if you're interested, stop by the shop. We're here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. You can shoot any of the Primes. You can shoot any of the new 2024 bows.
Encourage it. Shoot them all.
Shoot them all. That's one of the things we encourage at the shop. Try them all. Try them before you buy them. Figure out what you like. So if you're local, come on by. And as always, we appreciate you guys following along. If you got any comments, let us know. Drop them in the comments box. Make sure you guys check out our social channels. We got a bunch of giveaways. We're working with some pretty cool guys doing some pretty good giveaways. We did a big giveaway not long ago. We've got some other big ones lined up. And, as always, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you all in the next video.